This face belongs on the tizzy.
Yeah! You know who it is, you know what it is. I'm your host, Billy D. Braille, aka Mr. Talk It, aka the voice boss of the culture, man. You tuned into another installment of Talk Your Talk, and today I got my partner, Young Hook, sliding through, man. Shout yourself out one time, man.
Alright, it's Young Hooks. I'm in the building. What it do, Bill?
Man, glad you slid through, man, to Talk Your Talk with us, man.
Already.
I always started off with this. Let me know, what was your introduction to hip-hop?
My introduction, I'm gonna have to say like maybe Big Daddy Kane, LL. You know, them was my introductions right there, seeing their videos.
Okay.
I can still remember seeing like, I know they made me a little older hell, seeing
Talk Your Talk.
seeing like the who had the joint remember that joint Wild Wild West?
Cool Mo D.
Remember that video? Yeah, I remember seeing that
Downtown.
video. Remember seeing that video on TV, and I'm like, damn, what's this? That's my real start on that.
The early days.
Yeah.
The golden
Just
era.
getting
when
started.
you was to it. Cool. I know you're on the ad this hip hop scene, but you're not in the theme. And tell everybody where you were born there, man.
Okay, originally from Wilmington, Delaware, Riverside, South Bridge, all of that.
Okay, cool. And how long you been in the Athens area?
Oh man, a little over a decade, maybe about two.
So you pretty much in the theme, right?
Yeah, I'm about pretty much a native.
No doubt. So let me ask you this: you told me what your intro to hip hop was. Tell me how you started rapping yourself. What made you want to pick up the microphone and start penning your own lyrics?
Man, I can say, let's see, it was this one time my aunt, she stayed in Stone Mountain. For one, my family, they was real big singers.
Okay.
So in church, starting bands, almost getting signed type situations they always had. We was in Atlanta, I think staying in Stone Mountain, and I think it was like a Fuji beat came on. I can't remember what Fuji beat it was.
Ready to Die, maybe?
It wasn't Ready to Die. It might have been around about that, or it was either Lauryn Hill beat. It was one of the two that came on, and I just started rapping to that.
Okay.
And it just kind of just stuck to me like, dang, I can do this.
Okay. You felt it clicked the first time?
Nah, I didn't click.
Oh, you didn't
I got a couple little good bars in there, but it was like, okay, I like this. I might can do this. I can't sing, but I can do it.
Right. Okay. I like this. Well, why don't you describe your style and sound to everyone out there, man? Let them know what type of flavor you come with. You had to describe it yourself. How would you describe it?
If I describe my style now, it's more on like maybe like a Fabulous. More, yeah. I would put my style in somewhere around about that box.
Okay. Cool. Well, let me ask you this: speak on your creativity process. Like, when you sit down with the pen and pad, what goes through your head? Like, how do you create? Like,
a lot of it start with the beat, more so than any, and I kind of just go off the feel of what I get from the track.
Mm-hmm.
It can start from hook at some points. A lot of times I usually I get an idea what I want to do with the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it could be like, I can go in there and listen to it, and it can start with the first 6 scenes that I write to it.
Okay.
And I kind of just build from there.
Okay. Well, I know you've been at it for a while, so being at it this long, man, like at this point, what inspires you?
Inspired by, it's just the creativity. I'm heavy in the art. Like I always was in the drawing and comic books and all that type of stuff. So it's just kind of a transition from one scene of art to another scene of art for me.
Okay, good talk. It's interesting. Okay, it's interesting right there. So let me ask you this right here then. When you like doing your beat selection and you listening to your track, what do you listen for in the beat? Like when you listen to it and oh yeah, this song I can go into. Like, what do you listen for? If you can pinpoint it.
That's kind of a tough one because
really,
I can go from hearing down south 808s to hearing the boom baps of the up north type track. So it's kind of like in between everything. I like a little bit. I'm more versatile than anything, so I like to hear a lot of different stuff. If it come down to rock and roll to to hip hop. Either one, you know, I can get inspired by.
Okay, you catch that same feeling from.
Right. From either path.
Okay. Well, I know you got a nice amount of projects you drop. Why don't you let everybody out there know what's your favorite one that you released, your favorite Young Hooks project that's in your catalog?
Man, I got a couple of them that ain't even been released. So
That's fine.
the ones that's done been released, probably creativity wise, I would say the one.
We don't have to be creative, just the one that stands out to you.
The one that stands out to me now is probably the one I'm working on now.
Okay, that's
Probably
cool.
one
Speak
that's
on that.
coming
Let us know what you got going on with it.
So
You got a title for it already?
Yeah, it's called The Kitchen, which should
Okay.
be hopefully dropping. With my engineer, it'll probably be
No
out
doubt.
by maybe around by the end of next month or the end of this month coming up.
Okay.
It's called The Kitchen. It's a lot more versatile, a lot more records, a lot more things I'm talking about. Two of the records that I know for sure that we have out right now, which is the Outside record.
Shout it out, let them know where they're streaming it.
You can catch all that on iTunes, Amazon, etc. All of those spots that you listen to your music on, you can hear us there.
Just check the description when the video drop. I had the links in the
Facts.
video up there to get your hands on that Young Hooks, man. So let me ask you this right here too. Also, what's your thoughts on the current rap game and where it's at right now, as far as like how it was when you first started with the labels and everything, when the labels controlled everything, and to more so where it's at now, to where the artists and the fans control everything. Like what are your thoughts on the difference of where the game was and where it is now? And how do you feel about that?
Okay. First, I would say it's oversaturated just because it done became so easy for us to just create music. Now, you can sit at your house with a laptop and a microphone and have your mixtape out next week.
Yeah, or same day.
Yeah, they're on the same day. You know, that's probably like the downside of everything because everybody and their mama got a project coming. You know, and I hear a lot of music. I can't say that to me it's not bad.
Right.
Because you get a lot of different stuff you hearing from
Exactly.
everybody's opinion of what they got going on in their life. Then the upside to it might be, you know, like you said, a lot of artists got more control now. A lot of artists, you can drop your own stuff and be your own boss. You don't need the labels where the labels, back in the day, the labels was dicking everybody and taking all their money. You can build your own project now and do it without the label. So that's a little bit of the upside of it. But I'm not mad at where it's sitting at right now for music. I like a little bit of everything.
Right. I know you kind of like me. You got a lot of East Coast influence. Like, what new East Coast cats are there as far as new school that you think doing their thing right now that you get a good vibe off of?
I'm gonna go down my list. It'll probably be Davies.
Okay.
I'm listening to Nino Man.
I gotta check him out myself. Nino Man, you say?
Nino Man.
Okay.
I'm listening to him. Of course, Conway. You
Right.
Conway.
Machine.
Who else? I'll put Millie's in that list of people I'm listening to. My list is big.
Do you still get inspired by new artists? New artists still inspire you?
Yeah. I still get
Okay.
inspired by new artists.
Okay.
I'm saying, especially if they do a lot of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? as long as you in a lane where you just kind of just spread out and doing everything, I'm always inspired by everything, everybody.
Okay. Because I know like a lot of people when they get to the veteran, I'm the same way. Because at the end of the day, I'm always a fan. Like I'm still that same fan. Like you know,
despite whether if it's young or old.
Right. And some people diss me for that. They was like, man, why you still act like you 14 and you do? I was like, man, I'm always gonna
inspiration
be
can come from anywhere.
Right.
So whether if you're old or young, you can get inspired by a lot of things. So I don't knock none of the little young cats is doing what they do because I hear some of their music and I be like.
Right.
Maybe you want to go in there and write something down. I can't say anybody killed it like some of the better.
Right. Exactly.
But the style that they bring to it, I like it.
Right. Well, you spoke on a project that you got coming out on, and when they're releasing or whatever on, like, but what other future plans you got or whatever, you know, like where you trying to take things to next?
Well, okay, so with that project that's coming out, I actually got a second one coming behind that one, which will be part 2 of that.
Okay.
Still Kitchen making part 2. I also got another project coming behind that my brother G Ward will be producing.
Okay.
Pretty much the full tracks of that project.
Okay.
He's also got, I got my brother Carlito coming with his shit So I'm gonna be on his project. We got the Orange Triangle project coming. So it's just a lot of music.
Okay. That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear, man. Like I say, man, I'm glad you slid through it, man, to talk your talk with me, man. Anything else you want to say, man? Anybody you want to shout out, man? Any talk you want to talk, man? It's your platform.
Man, shout out Delaware, shout out Athens, shout out South Carolina. All these spots I done been in. Definitely look out for the new project. The Kitchen is coming.
Y'all heard it, man. Y'all check my boy out, man. Young Hoops, man. Like I say, man, on this platform, man, it just about, man, you know, because like I said, at the end of the day, I'm a fan first. That's with everything I do.
Facts.
And I think from a fan perspective, and I know it's a lot of artists on the scene that dope that I want to help get their flowers to, man, and spread any shine I can to, man. And you were one of them, man. I appreciate you taking the time out today, man. Yes, sir, man. Come through here and talk your talk with me, man. Let me shout my boy G the One now. He in the building too.
Yeah.
He ain't on the camera, but he in the building, man. That's that little guy, man. Yeah, man. But hey, man, like I said, man, today's guest, man, got my boy Young Hoops, man, sliding through Talk Your Talk, man. As always, man, I'm the host that boasts, man. Your boy Billy D. Braille, a.k.a. Mr. Talkie, a.k.a. the voice boss of the culture, man. You tuned into Talkie TV, and this is Talk Your Talk. Yeah.
You heard?
They paper, they killing the vibe. They run with the shooters, they busting maneuvers and ready to slide. We jump out the pictures, we stay in the trenches, ain't nowhere to hide. They niggas be capping, they not with the action, we really outside. They niggas be popping and flexing their paper, they killing the vibe. I run with the shooters, they busting maneuvers and ready to slide. We jump out the pictures, we stay in the trenches, ain't nowhere to hide. They niggas be capping, they not with the action, we really outside. Benjis, pesos, pockets is thicker than queso. Showing no love to the Faco. Stay with the wood like a Seiko. Niggas is not with the static. I slide through your block with the medic. Tee off on the op with a habit. And throw over shots at your attic. Show out like a wrestler, go handle bullet. And these suckers ain't built for the pressure. These hoes in the frenzy, my sweat is Givenchy. My bands on nutty professor. My burgers are Christian Dior. I'm thugging, she love the allure. She love cash out when we go in the store. Ain't fucking, she hitting the door. Couple niggas screaming GDK. Tipping corner screaming KOK. Haters tripping, got grip and trade. If it's opposition, then it's DOA. Couple niggas screaming GDK. Tipping corner screaming KOK. Haters tripping, got grip and trade. If it's opposition, then it's DOA. Niggas be popping.